business I want to show you today. I'm here with this Miss. She is the owner of Sculpt Maven Spa Reiki Healing. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I say it right? Look at me. Because what was I saying earlier? Scoot.
Something like that, yeah.
Everybody was looking at me. What's she saying? Well, anyway, but I am here with you, and I really admire this business lady over here. She owns a place where you help people heal and feel better and great about themselves. Talk to us about it.
Hello, everybody. So I'm Josie. I am the owner of Sculpt Maven Spa and Reiki Healing. So we do several different things. I would say the most important service or the most popular service is our weight loss services. And it really helps clients deal with those diet and like workout resistant areas. And I say that because in certain areas, like when you work out, it's so hard to get rid of, like ladies, our fupa area, lower belly, you know, your flab here, chin. So we're able to really attack those areas with our weight loss services. So any pinchable fat, we're able to really just help you get rid of pretty quickly, actually. So weight loss is one of our popular services. We also do aesthetics as far as like collagen producing, skin tightening. So a lot of clients come and they want their skin to be tighter, their neck, here, under here, stomach as well too, because some people don't have a lot of fat on their body. They just want to tighten up. So we're able to tighten the skin as well.
So for the skin, for the stomach for so this is if you have loose skin, right? On your stomach?
Yes. Okay. If you have loose skin, producing collagen will actually help tighten the skin, and also it just helps with like fine lines and wrinkles as well. If it's, you know, you want to have more firm, supple skin, you know, for aging purposes as well.
Okay, I see you do have here several machines. Which one are you using? How does that work?
Okay, so I have a couple of different tools here. So we offer butt lift and breast lift services. So how this works? So this is a butt.
Try on me. Try on me.
Okay, yeah. So we'll give you.
I don't have a lot of butts, so don't make fun of me. Okay.
Give her a big Brazilian booty here. So we'll place this cup here, and this is actually a good demonstration. So the cups go. You can kind of turn towards the camera. Oh, do I need the mic?
Yes. Well, let's put it here and let's speak loud.
Okay, so we use these cups to basically we'll put right over your glute muscle.
Okay.
And what that's doing is producing lymphatic drainage. So it's bringing blood flow to that muscle. And when you bring blood flow to the muscle, of course, it builds muscle. So it's going to lift the booty, but really what it's doing is building muscles.
Okay.
So it's going to give that butt lift appearance because we're building a muscle. And here, of course, this is not what I would use on the breast, but probably mine because they're kind of big. But I would never do this on my breast because they're too big. But like if you wanted a breast lift, right? This is actually really healthy for women with our breast lift treatments because it's more, we have so many lymph nodes in our breast area.
Okay.
So we really need to detox the area. So when we do a breast lift, it's so many benefits of detoxing the lymphatic system to really get that blood moving and to detox out. So not only is this going to increase like your pectoral muscle, so it's going to help lift your breast.
So you pull the muscle right here.
So yeah, so we'll kind of put the cup over the pectoral muscle, so it'll be kind of like up in here where your muscle is, and it's still going to stimulate that blood flow. So it's going to build the muscle, which in turn will create more of a breast lift. But you're also getting detox from all of the blood flow, the new blood coming there, and it's really healthy for you to detox that area.
So question, when you do that, how long does it last? Or
so with these treatments, thank you for saying that. Instagram can be very gimmicky with these butt lift treatments, right? Because a lot of women will see after they get off the table like, oh, her butt looks great. But a lot of it is swelling, okay? Because we have really just stimulated that muscle and it's going to kind of swell. And you're only really going to retain about 30% of that.
Okay.
Because that's swelling. So you really need to do it, or it's kind of like working out. You're building a muscle here. So I always suggest a minimum. I don't even like to do this as onesie twosie services because I don't like to, you know, be inauthentic with my marketing. So you need to, I do a minimum of 3 to really get your body used to holding that fat in place because we're building a muscle.
So this is pretty much good. Like if you already working out your body and then, you know, you go to the gym and you're doing all the workout and you just want a little bit more help.
Yes.
You add this on top of it.
Yes.
So it's not like you don't do anything. You eat all day. You sit on your booty all day. and all of a sudden you do that, and no, it's not.
Yeah, you have a big banging booty. And I mean, the same thing with weight loss surgery with a lot of the BBLs. Like, a lot of people think, like, you know, that booty will drop. Oh yeah, I mean, it's fat. So if you're not doing anything to keep it lifted, it's going to drop. That's why people go and have to go get another butt lift or breast lift, because if you're not stimulating those muscles, then it will drop over time. Yeah.
Okay, I learned something today.
Yeah, and if you eat bad, then you're gaining the weight back that you spent all that money to get rid of. It's the same thing.
And it's very expensive.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing this. This looks painful, but also very intriguing.
Right.
What do you use this for?
Oh, okay. So this is a fascia blaster. So this is Ashley Black's product. It's not mine, but it's fascia blasting. So we also cellulite treatments. So with cellulite, a lot of what it really is bound up fascia. And I'm not a sciencey person, so I'm probably not going to be politically correct on how I explain this. But fascia is like a sheet that covers the muscle.
Okay.
So when it's all bound up, it creates the illusion of, well, it's not the illusion because it actually looks like that, of cellulite. It's bound up fascia.
Okay.
So it's not really like skin, but the fascia is around the muscle kind of to protect the muscle. So what we do here is fascia blasting would be like wood therapy, some people would think, but it goes deeper into the muscle, into the fascia. So you use it like this, but the body needs to be hot. Okay. Because it can be really painful. But it starts to break down that fascia, so it's going to loosen up. So it really helps for cellulite, but it also helps for pain. So people who experience a lot of pain in the body, you also see, like, if a person have a lot of cellulite, then they may have a lot of pain in the body because that fascia is so bound up around the muscle. So once you start dealing with the fascia and it starts to relieve it, it helps with pain too.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, so not only for cellulite, but for pain. This is really good.
So you can use it for back pain?
Yes.
So how would you use it on me?
So it depends on where you're having back pain. So you would what would get her body warm, because you want the fascia, you want the muscles to be warm.
Okay.
Because if you do this on cold, it's going to be painful. You're going to bruise, and you may get a little bruising for it, but it goes away. So you want to make sure the body is warm. So usually I'll put my clients in the sauna. We have detox treatments. So I'll put you in the sauna to make sure the body is warm. And then we will do like just movements like this, back and forward, up and down, just depending on, kind of like a hashtag. So you go.
It feels good though. Keep going.
Yeah, it does feel good. So especially lower back pain, all of that, you just kind of use the fascia blaster to release all of that. And it's good to like go from like the bottom up to the top, just all.
Well, you stop. Keep going.
Okay. I'll invoice her for this. But it does. It feels really, really good. Like, I keep a little fascia blaster in the shower. So in the shower, I will use it to just get rid of pain, because I'm like this all day working on people.
It relaxes you too.
Yeah. It's really good. So I love
see
this.
We have this baby over here.
Yes, so this is a cup that we use in wood therapy. So I kind of just pulled out a couple of tools. So with wood therapy, let me grab another one so you can kind of see what we're doing with wood therapy.
Okay.
So they look like rollers, right? So wood therapy is another non-invasive type of service you can get to sculpt the body. This is really good for post-op treatment. So all of my ladies who did go get surgery, BBLs, lipo.
What's BBLs?
Brazilian butt lifts.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I didn't know.
I mean, that's so popular now. I just thought that, people know that. But yeah, it's a Brazilian butt lift. So fat transfer, they'll take, you don't have very much fat from your body, but if you're like, I want to get this and put it here.
I have the mom butt.
And we can easily get rid of this.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I need to take an appointment then.
Yeah. So if you wanted to like transfer fat from here to here, that would be kind of like a BBL. It's like fat transfer. However you want to do it. So with therapy, it's a non-invasive way to kind of sculpt the body, and it also detox the body, because what this is doing is it's breaking down fat. So you'll use let me do it on your back. This is actually for the legs, but this is not the best one for the back. But it'll be like this motion. It's like a flick of the wrist type. And it's basically breaking her fat down. So this is a non-invasive way to break down fat. And this would be kind of a second step in wood therapy, but we're breaking down the fat. And then this is a tool that we use to drain. Okay. So if you think of your fat as like grapes, like little grapes full of fatty acid, right? Mm-hmm. What we do when we're doing like wood therapy, you're trying to like basically break down the fat, make the grape explode. So once that fatty acid you break it down, it's going to go through the lymphatic system. You don't want fat as toxins. You don't want that just sitting in your lymph nodes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you use tools like this to drain. So I would say if we were doing maybe raw fat right here.
Okay.
So I would kind of use this tool because you have lips under your armpits.
Okay.
That's why toxic deodorant is so bad for you, because under our armpit is so many lymph nodes.
Okay.
So all of that toxin is going right into her bloodstream. I don't know if you use toxic deodorant. No offense if you do. Just letting you know what's happening if you do. But
so what would you call a toxic deodorant? Give me an example.
like
the must come in
Degree, all of them in. That's what you use.
don't say the name, but the must come.
Oh
in
yeah,
that we see
sorry.
on,
Yes, anything with aluminum, and a lot of them aluminum and probably other
scents inside.
bad. What is it? What did you say?
I don't know. I
Like
don't speak
bad-
English.
Bad toxin. Aluminum is one. I want to say fluoride, but I know this is more toothpaste. But things like that is going straight into your bloodstream.
Oh.
So that's why I say if with the breast lift, because there's so many lymph nodes here and in the armpit, and if
Okay.
you're constantly putting toxic chemicals, it's going straight in your bloodstream. So
I
that's
didn't know.
yeah, that's where breast cancer and all of that stuff. A lot of that is linked to a lot of that.
Okay.
So with this, once we break down the toxin as the fat, I want to move that fluid to your closest lymph, which
Okay.
will be here,
Which will come out.
and it'll come out through your sweat.
Okay.
See, and that's the thing about toxic deodorant. We're supposed to sweat because that's how the body detoxes. So a lot of antiperspirant, it blocks the sweat. So it's
Oh.
keeping all of the toxins in your body.
So how do we do? I don't want to smell bad when it's your client.
Yeah.
What should I do then?
Natural deodorant. Now, natural deodorant is a struggle because you literally have to detox your armpits because you will be funky.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like you will use whatever detox there I could recommend, but that's not what we're here for.
Yeah.
But you need to detox the armpit, and when I went through my process, I literally detoxed my armpits 3 times a week until you got to a point where I can actually wear this natural deodorant and I'm not smelling like garbage in 30 minutes. But it takes, because it's years and years of putting all these toxins in your body, so it's just sitting there. So it's going to take a little bit to detox out, but it's worth it.
It is worth it because we want to be healthy and care for ourselves, live longer, but good, right?
Yeah.
You still want to be able to walk around when
Right.
you're 95 years old.
Right.
So I see this. What is this?
So that's another sculpting tool. So this one is more like a drain. So it's like a board. So it's just different curves. So if you raise up your arm here, with your waistline, you see how it goes perfectly in this curve?
Yeah.
So it's a sculpting tool. So once we break down your fat, the fat is in a state where it can be easily manipulated. So when you go in with these tools, you're able to actually tell the body how I want to cut. If you want a V, you know what I mean?
So if, for example, I want an hourglass, we say hourglass in English, figure. So you can come and help me sculpt that section and section
Yes.
and push the fat down.
Yes.
Okay,
And
that's
then
awesome.
afterwards, I will give you contour garments like waist trainers, because it's really going to help create whatever shape you want.
Okay.
So that's good.
Girl,
It's a lot.
she got it all. You just come down here and then she's gonna help you.
We have different
build.
machines, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and so this is not part of it. What is this?
So that is it is a radio frequency fat loss belt. So it basically is using red light to shrink fat cells.
Okay.
So I put this on my client, we do 360 treatments. So my focus may be they want the stomach and they want the back fat. So as I'm working on the stomach, I'll put the belt around the back. So it's a double whammy. So that's helping me shrink and break down fat. So when I go in with my machines and everything, so it's just an addition to help treat my clients to get rid of fat. That also helps with pain. So red light therapy is really good. That's why the sauna, you see red lights in the sauna, because it's very good for pain. So red light therapy also helps with shrinking fat cells and for pain management.
So anybody can come and meet with you, right? There's no age restriction or health restriction. They can just contact you. It doesn't matter.
And yes and no. There is no age restriction if you're healthy. So with these treatments, because these are non-invasive treatments, they are considered detox treatments.
Okay.
If a client has, I'm just spitting, sorry. If you have a history of like cancer where you went through treatment, chemotherapy, it basically diminishes the function of your organs because it's so harsh on the body that once we detox, so let me back up. So once we break the fat down and it goes through the lymphatic system, once it goes to the lymphatic system, it's going to filter out through your liver. So I would never want to overload someone's organs so much and their organs are not working properly. You know what I mean? It'll be way too much. So a person with a history of cancer who have made chemo treatments, lupus, any illness that you're like, my organs may not be 100%, I would not recommend these because I don't want to overload them.
Of course, and of course, ask your doctor, your care provider, advice if you can do this or not. This is so great. I really learned a lot. Hopefully, you guys are learning, and make sure to put your comments below and what you think, and make sure to call her. So, how often? What's your schedule? If somebody wants to call you and meet with you, how does schedule work?
So I always recommend, I do kind of run a business where the first step is always a consultation. So you can go on my site and book, but I'm always going to call you and be like, hey, let's book a consultation. So based off of the services and what you need, we'll kind of get together and see what works best for your schedule. Some people it's morning, some people it's evening. So I'm pretty open and flexible there. So we always start with a consultation and then we'll go with what works for my schedule and their schedule.
This is great. So now you've been having this business for how long?
It's about to be 3 years.
Look at you. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Could you give any advice to someone who have a goal, they want to start a business next year? What some of the steps that maybe you took or they should take if they're thinking about starting a business?
You know, I always do stuff in a very unorthodox way. So, I guess I would say that is great that you definitely want to start a business. I think business ownership is amazing. I would not want it any other way. I would also, what was the question? What would be my advice if somebody starting a business?
If they want to start a business.
Research your industry and research your field. You know what I mean? Because even in the beauty industry is amazing. Like, people always want to do enhancements and what's the next thing. But with the next thing, you have to be like, okay, what's the next step in my business? Where am I taking this? What's the longevity of my business?
Yes.
So I think that's very important too, to look at growth. You know what I mean? Because everything, I didn't start like doing fascia blasting, you know what I mean? I just learned in education. Constantly educate and perfect your craft.
Yeah.
Educate yourself and know what's coming, so I know how to position myself for the long haul. And set yourself apart too. Like, what makes you different? Because I mean, there's a lot of body sculptors in Houston, honestly. And for me, I do incorporate more of a healing component with mine because I take it as like we're doing a detox for the body, because it is a huge detox.
Yeah.
But with the detox, we're getting rid of like a lot of dense energy. You know what I mean? Like weight loss, all of that is tied to so many emotional things too. So, it's really the healing component in my business that is just like, this is kind of what sets me apart. And I'm very realistic with what's going on and how this will work for you, but you have to work yourself too.
Yes.
So think of something that will kind of set you apart. Why do people want to come to me? What, is that advantage? So really think about those things. And I would say follow your passion. But, it's just...
You always be passionate about helping others anyway, since I've been knowing you.
Right. I can't say that I'm passionate about hurting my back and breaking down fat, but I am passionate about people, and I love people, and I want people to be healed and whole. So I just incorporate that in my business. So it's ways to incorporate passion into, like, your hustle. So that's another one, too. Passion and hustle.
Passion and hustle. Mix them together, and then you can, sky is the limit.
Right.
So now you guys know it's Christmas season.
Yes.
And then if you use the code Christmas DBK, what's going to happen?
You get 20% off. So I'm giving you guys 20% off, yes, if you use Christmas DBK at checkout, or we'll do the consultation. So if they call me, then, I'll know you mentioned Danielle DBK, then, I'll know.
For how long?
We are doing it, so you are actually running this until when?
So we're doing it just the first week of Christmas, before Christmas. So now you decide.
So before the end of the year.
Until
Yes.
the end of the 20%, guys. 20%.
Yes.
20.
And I may
20%.
I may extend it to like the first week of January because it is the holiday season.
Oh yeah.
So you may want to.
So as long as they register with you, they contact you before.
Yes.
But they can set up the session.
Smart. Yes. After that. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys hear from the queen and the owner. So thank you so much for this time. If somebody wants to get a hold of you, give us your Instagram, give us your phone number, give us your email.
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram at Sculpt Maven. My website is www.sculptmaven.com. My business phone is so bad that I don't know this by heart, but I see my business card right there. 713. I cannot see it.
That's okay. Let me help you.
Right here. This is awful. So 713-364-6760. Again, that's 713-364-6760. You can actually text that number. A lot of people text me. And I think that's it.
Great. Thank you so much for your time. I truly appreciate it. I love what you're doing in the community for everybody. So make sure to reach out to her and get you 20% today before the first week of January. Yes. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. A bientôt.
A bientôt. What is that?
See you soon.
See you soon. A bientôt.
A bientôt.
Is that French?